Today we're at our Hall Farm, our recovery and rehabilitation centre here in Norfolk, where we're running a members' day. We've got 50 members here, many of whom have got a horse from us on loan. But today is also a very special day because our President has visited, Her Royal Highness The Princess Royal, to launch a new initiative for the charity called Rehome Horse Month. Rehome Horse Month is all about the core work of what we do here at a charity, which is giving horses a second chance in life that have suffered cruelty and neglect. World Horse Welfare runs the largest rehoming scheme in the country. We currently have around 1,600 horses out on loan. But that means we've got to rehome every year between 200 and 300. In these current economic times, it's obviously been really difficult to maintain that rehoming rate. So Rehome a Horse Month is to grow the focus on what World Horse Welfare can offer to people, because we believe the biggest reason that people do not come to us to take a horse out on loan is because they just don't know about the rehoming scheme of World Horse Welfare. Today, the Princess Royal has been meeting a number of our horses, some who are undergoing rehabilitation, some who are ready for rehoming, and some who are out in loving new homes. Towards the end of her visit, Her Royal Highness spoke to the invited members here today to officially launch Rehome a Horse Month, but also to speak very kindly about what the real benefits are from rehoming a horse from World Horse Welfare.
I'm delighted always to be able to pay a visit to World Horse Welfare. I think it's always an encouraging exercise to see what has been done here and just what a positive impact this charity has on horses who've had a pretty poor deal of their lives at some stage. Given the number of really cheap horses being imported into this country through a number of different routes, who have no passports and no backgrounds, and absolutely no knowledge of where they've come from or whether indeed they've been trained in any way, shape or form, it is astonishing that there aren't actually more people coming forwards to rehome our horses. Here they have a history, they have a really good knowledge of the individual animals, their temperaments, their abilities, and they come with a shared responsibility. This is very much a two-way venture between the borrowers and World Horse Welfare. Sometimes they will click instantly and they'll be there for the rest of their lives. But for others, it's also a question of, for a pony, so often outgrown, what happens next. This relationship allows you the confidence to know that there's somebody who will take that animal and find a new owner that will be able to also appreciate its talents with a different family of different children. There are a whole range of advantages, not least of all the backup from the expertise, the veterinary cover, and all the knowledge that is accumulated for these individual animals for the borrowers. And I hope that for rehomers, there's the real concept of satisfaction of being able to offer a future for an animal that wouldn't have had one, frankly, otherwise. The rehomers of the past has set a very fine example. The strike rate and their history and their contribution is enormously appreciated. Getting the two together, matching the rehomers with the animals we have here, is a skill. And I think World Horse Welfare really does have that skill to help the potential rehomers and the individual animals find the right combination. And I hope more people will take up that opportunity. So for those of you who have already engaged in it, thank you very much. I hope your stories will encourage others. For those who perhaps haven't thought about it, come and have another look round. For those of you who are internet literate, if not computer literate, spread the word, because I think this is an area that we have a very good reputation both in the UK and around the world. But I think the rehoming issue is still probably quite a well-kept secret, and we need to change that.
This is Marston. He's 12 years old. I took him on loan from Snetterton last January, so I've had him about 5 months. He's a riding horse. We do mainly hacking and a little bit of schooling. We've come here to do a bit of horse agility demo for Princess Anne and for the Members' Day. because I think this is quite a new discipline, so a lot of people don't even know it exists. It's a bit like dog agility, but you do it with horses. I had to retire my other horse and was looking for a nice, easy riding horse, and I thought I might as well see if I could take one on loan. And then I saw Marston on the website and thought he might be the one. The process was actually really easy. When I came here, everybody was really lovely, really supportive, because it does make you a bit nervous when people watch you groom the horse, tack up and get on and ride. And then he came home in January. If anybody is looking to acquire a horse, I would definitely recommend you have a look at the World Horse Welfare website. There's a lot of lovely horses there looking for new homes. In addition to companion horses, there are horses that are suitable for all disciplines, driving, riding, in-hand work such as horse agility, so definitely give it a go.
There are several reasons why rehoming a horse is such a good idea rather than necessarily buying one. The biggest reason is that you know what you're going to get. If you buy a horse from a dealer or someone you don't know, you actually don't really know what the history of that horse is. Every horse that comes into our care will have a thorough servicing, or MOT as we call it, so that when we rehome a horse, we can tell you exactly what its medical situation is and what its potential as a horse is. The second reason is by taking a horse from us on loan means that we have a space to take in another horse that is in desperate need of help. Thirdly, rehoming a horse from World Horse Welfare means that you're not only being able to allow the charity to do our core work to help horses, but as a huge feel-good factor for the people who take horses from us to be able to grow in a partnership with them and really enjoy and fulfil their lives as a result of rehoming a horse. There is obviously a lifetime of support from here at the charity. We run an advice line, so any support you need, any questions you need answered, you've got that at any opportunity. And finally, if it doesn't work out, there is a fallback option of returning the horse to us so we can put it out into another home. So for all these reasons, we believe rehoming a horse should be considered right alongside buying one.